pile number one. Pile number one, we are going to do today the reading that you chose over the poll the other day, and it is going to be your future spouse shadow side. So we are going to observe a little bit more what is with your future spouse shadow side that maybe gets the most attention. We are going to use a lot of tarot here so that we get more accurate results, and we will see what information we can receive about your future spouse shadow side. So shadow side is something that basically we all have, and we are aware that we have it, but sometimes we are not acknowledging that on let's say conscious level. So sometimes other people are more aware of our shadow sides than even we are, and that is something that it is happening. We have to also see that. So sometimes person is not fully aware of their shadow side, but that doesn't mean that it is not there. I'm going to take one of these as well. Okay, this one is good. And we can dive into your reading, pile number one. I'm going to pull a little bit everything down. Okay, so you received reversed 8 of Cups, reversed Ace of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, Trust. And then we have a Queen of Cups. We have 9 of Swords, Knight of Cups, and here we have Knight of Pentacles and 5 of Wands. I want to take one more card. I'm going to just a little bit move everything. I think we have space. Somehow I'm missing one more that I think that we can fit. Here I'm also going to move a little bit here so that we can fit this card above. Okay, and this card is going to be the Woodward. Okay, so the Woodward. So to start with your spread, now when we have everything exposed, we can start with this combination here, where we see this 8 of Cups reversed and this Queen of Cups. So I would say what I feel here is that your future spouse has a very big influence of a female figure that in this case could be a mother, because I really feel this this Queen of Cups as a motherly energy here around this. And I have a feeling like they are very, very, all of their life, they were very afraid maybe, or feeling like under pressure that they didn't want it, and they don't want to disappoint their mother's expectations. Although this woman is definitely somebody who is warm and never put that kind of burden or pressure on them, I think that is definitely something in their shadow side that they are maybe not aware, maybe aware, but it is something that they created. So they created some kind of a feeling that if they don't do things that they basically imagined that their mother is expecting from them, they feel like they are going to disappoint her. And she is obviously a very important figure in their life when we see a Cups card. So when we see this Queen of Cups, this warm, beautiful figure full of understanding and support, somebody who is always there, basically, somebody who is always there in everything, then we can understand this bondage, and we can understand why their shadow side could be this fear of actually disappointing their mother. This could also be spreaded onto other important figures in their life that are females. So in this case, it could also be spreaded to you. So, you know, in their life, firstly it was the mother, then later it will be you. So they will be very, very afraid that with their action or with not enough of action or not enough of success, they're going to, in a way, you know, disappoint you as well, not only their mom. So this is very, very strong coming here. This is something that is burdening them, and it is something that is very, very suppressed within them. With this Ace of Cups and a Nine of Swords, we can see that with this Ace of Cups, we can see that it is very hard for them to start things, emotionally start things. And this doesn't have to be connected with love or those kind of things. It can be connected also with projects. It can be connected with work. It can be connected with any kind of mental process. In this case, with this sword card that we see, this Nine of Swords, which is very interesting within this deck, we can see that for them, when they reach their maximum, so when it is too much for them, when everything is, let's say, on their back, they simply start, they start hearing everything as a big noise, just noise that they cannot handle. So we see this figure here, you know, covering the ears with hands, because it's like they are saying, leave me alone, I cannot bear this anymore, so I cannot stand this anymore. So this is something, this is definitely a shadow side of them when they reach the point where they are very, very overwhelmed with absolutely everything that it is happening. So this, how they are going to react, this is more what we are receiving here, like a reaction, how they react when things are falling apart, when they are losing the battle, when they are simply do not have any more energy, love, capacity, you know, mental strength to proceed something or to hold something, then they simply shut down. So what happens to them is that they just shut themselves off. And this could happen in those very extreme situations that your future spouse doesn't want to talk with you, doesn't want to spend you know, physical time with you. They need to go somewhere away. They need to go alone, to be alone. You see, we see this tent and we see that it is somehow, you know, like from all sides protected. They just need to go somewhere where they will not hear anyone or anything. And we see that their reaction to stress and to big disappointments or big sorrow or sadness is definitely, or overwhelmness is definitely to shut off. So they are somebody who is not talking then, somebody who is going away, and somebody who is just, you know, like, leave me alone, I need alone time. With this Four of Pentacles and with this Knight of Cups, we see a little bit of their possessive nature when it comes to material wealth. So their shadow side, we can feel here that they want to gather material wealth, and they want to have money, but not money like I will have money, then I will buy this. They somehow they want to have money that they can keep and watch and see that they are having. You know, like those people who have a lot of money on their account, and they're not spending that money. They just want to keep it. They just want to have it. So your future spouse is going to have this tendency to simply, you know, like wanting to have and watch and keep the money so that it is there, you know, on their eye. And this could be a problem concerning things when it comes to, for example, things that are not necessarily needed, but they could improve emotional statement of a person. So, for example, there are things that we don't need, like, I will just give random example, like a trip. We don't need a trip. It's not like we are going to die if we don't go on the trip. But this same trip can, you know, make us closer to a partner or friends, depending with whom we are going. This trip can make us lighter. It can create beautiful memories. It can make us laugh and relax and forget about the troubles and so on. So it can give us some kind of additional values that simply, you know, like things cannot give us always. So we can say that sometimes we need those kind of things. Why we need those kind of things? So that we could simply bring additional value into our lives. And your future spouse will, from time to time, have this tendency to say, you know, like, no, I want to keep the money on the account. I don't want to spend it on these kind of things. I don't want to spend it on this trip. I don't want to spend it on luxurious things. Luxurious, they are not, but you know, that is how they will see it. If you want to pull, not you directly, but if something, anything wants to pull this away from their account, they're going to see it like something which is luxury and actually it is not needed. So we can say that your future spouse shadow side is a little bit cheap at some points. Okay, they will be really holding tight to the money and the money account that they have. This also have positive sides. I mean, there are people who spend all of their money and they don't have anything. So it is better, you know, that person has always something on account. But when it goes a little bit over, you know, the boundary, and you don't want to spend on emotionally satisfying things just because you want to keep the money there, then that is also something that needs to be put under control. With this trust and Knight of Pentacles, and this Woodward and Five of Wands, these cards I'm going to somehow try to read together because this is how I feel it, like one big collected thought. I would say to you that with the trust and with the Woodward that depicts the strength and the power of character and very, very strong figure, you know, it is a strength card in a usual classical tarot spreads. I can tell you that your person, your future spouse, will have a problem with trusting. So they are going to have problem with trusting other people because of their weakness. This is why we have this card here, because we are now reading the shadow side. So that is why we are not reading the cards as we see them. We are reading the problem and the problem part of these cards. So the problem part is they are going to be quite skeptical towards people, especially when it comes to the work, which is again not so bad. If you look at it, it's going to protect them. But however, if you are very, you know, if you're lacking trust so much that you don't believe absolutely anyone, you don't trust anyone, then it will be very hard for you to also create friendships or to create a deeper you know, relationships with other people, because trust is really needed. Your future spouse is going to be quite protective in nature, and they are not going to be brave or strong enough to trust people. Maybe that will come with age or time or other experiences, but definitely that is what I see as their shadow side, something that they will have to work on to change. The thing is that they are quite afraid of conflicts and they don't want conflicts. So we know that when people are honest and when they speak their truth, conflict is most oftenly needed. Because what happens is that we are all different and everyone has their own opinion and view. And when we speak our truth, sooner or later we are going to meet with somebody who is different than us. And they are going to be, their truth is going to be different. Their view is going to be different. And there could be possibility, and we experienced it many times, all of us, of some kind of conflict. So there are people who lack this strength of character concerning this specific issue. So we are not saying that your future spouse is going to be some kind of coward or weak person. No, but we are saying that we all lack strength in some areas of our life. And they lack strength to speak their truth because they don't trust and because they are afraid of conflict. So for them, it is easier, basically, that is how they are functioning, that it is easier to be always a little bit on a, you know, cautious and to not believe actually anyone and to deliver things which are not fully authentic, but are, like exactly what that other people need, so that they would avoid conflict. In some parts this could be good, but in some parts this could be bad, especially in a marriage, because it could happen that sometimes they will also do that with you, or they will try. So pile number 1, do what is necessary to basically bring out these issues when it will be time, and of course find a way how to do it in a very skillful way, so that your partner feels secure and safe, and that they understand that it is better to do this conflict than to put things under the carpet and not being fully authentic. Because only in this kind of manner we can actually accomplish the trust. Pile number 1. This was your reading. These are some parts of your future spouse shadow sides. I have a feeling like we could do this reading again, to spread even more, but I see that the time is passing and I don't want you to watch a video for 3 hours, definitely. I don't want to take so much time away from you. So I think that for now, this is definitely a beautiful amount of information that we received about your future spouse and some of their shadow sides. This is nothing that cannot be changed. And I'm sure that with love and respect and some kind of patience in relationship, absolutely everything can be switched and turned and changed in a better way. I wish you all the best. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe, like, share, or comment. Really, your comments are beautiful, and I want to thank everyone who are writing there. I want to say a big thank you to everyone who are following me, or the new subscribers as well. Welcome to my channel, and thank you everyone for helping me to create these beautiful videos for you and spread the message, which is after all most important. I wish you all the best and have a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. See you soon. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Pile number 2. Today we are going to make a video that you chose over the poll that we did the other day, and it is going to be about your future spouse shadow side. So we are going to touch a little bit of your future spouse shadow side. I didn't feel that card, so I just wanted to bring it back. So we are going to feel a little bit of what is going on about your future spouse and their shadow side. We are going to take a lot of tarot cards because I think that it will give us the most of the informations that we need concerning this topic. And I wanted to say that the shadow side is something that we all have. Sometimes we are aware of it, but sometimes also we are not aware of it. And sometimes other people see they see our shadow sides better than we see. Okay, we are going to take that. One additional card. Okay, we will see how to. Let's put it here. Let's put it here then. And I wanted to take this one. Yeah, I was saying that other people sometimes see our shadow side more than we do, because sometimes we are not aware actually of what is, deep down suppressed within us. I think that majority of people, when they get aware of it, they change it, they start working on it, but sometimes we cannot because we don't know. Let's see your cards, pile number 2. So you received the Empress reversed and the Temperance. You received the Ace of Cups. It came. It needed to come, it came. The Death. We received the King of Cups reversed and Three of Pentacles. And we received a soulmate. Interesting. 10 of Chalices. Very interesting. But we are reading this reading as a shadow side, so we are going to see how this is going to fit. And we received the World card and Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles and the World card. Okay, so let's start with your reading. Let's dive into your energies. So pile number 2. With the reversed Empress and the Temperance, I have a strong feeling here. I have a very strong feeling that your future spouse has a big problem with self-confidence. This problem could be suppressed, and your future spouse could be a person who seems on outside quite confident and who is actually acting like a confident person. But since we are now talking about the shadow side, we see that deep down inside there are some traces that are pointing that your future spouse actually has some kind of insecurities connected with themselves. So I would say that they sometimes feel that they are not pretty enough, that they are not smart enough, that they are not, maybe they are too big or too small, or they are too, skinny or too fat. I definitely feel that there are some insecurities about the look, and about the look that is connected directly with attracting the other gender. So it is connected somehow with attributes that are needed so that we would be appealing or attractive to others. I think that they deep inside think that they are not worth enough. They are not worthy enough. There is some kind of feeling of not being inadequate, not being enough. I think that they are keeping this under control. I think that they are doing these checks every now and then, and with Temperance, this suppressed emotion never goes out of control to the point that they go into depression or they have a really serious big problem that is affecting their life or, functioning. But I also feel that that is something that is very present there, and that is definitely their shadow side. With Ace of Cups here and the Death here, I feel that your future spouse shadow fear is definitely that when they are starting something, they are going to fail. And with this combination of cards, it reminds me a little bit on childhood as well, because Ace of Cups is very mature, a very immature, very young card. It's in this combination, I feel it as something that could have been happening when they were small. It could be that they had some kind of embarrassment situation that definitely, put some kind of shame in them that they still carry as some kind of traumatic event, and they are afraid to repeat anything that it is maybe similar to this situation that happened, so that they would not experience the same thing. That's why I have a feeling like your future spouse will never initiate something to be a leader, to be a front man. They are going to be always somebody who is going to contribute, and they're going to be part of it, whatever it is going on, and they're going to do and perform very well, but they are not going to be the one who is going to start, who will be the front man or woman. So your future spouse is definitely having some kind of situation that made them so embarrassed that they are very afraid actually to again have to be on the stage. This is how I feel it, to be on the stage. So the shadow side here that we can see is that fear of embarrassment that probably comes from some kind of happening in the childhood. With this King of Cups reversed and Three of Pentacles, definitely I have a feeling like they are also afraid to give their maximum, emotional maximum. It could happen that they, with this Three of Pentacles, I in this combination, I receive some kind of vibe of third party as well. And I have a feeling like they had some kind of experience where they gave all of their mind, soul, body, everything, and the person, with whom they were dealing with, they chose somebody else, or they cheated with somebody else, or something like that happened, that this what they gave, and they gave everything, was not enough. So then they decided that they are going to be very, very, very careful about what they are giving and how they are giving, and most to whom they are giving. And this is why we see here a card of soulmate and the 10 of chalices. I have a feeling, before we move to this side, I have a feeling with this that they were not, somebody did not take them serious. Somebody did not appreciate what they offered. Somebody played with them. I have a feeling of play, and I have a feeling like they were, like I said, no matter how much they gave, and they gave everything, it was not enough. And then they decided, okay, this I will never repeat again. This is when this part of their shadow side appeared. They said, no, this I will never repeat again. I will give all of me only to my soulmate. And when this person comes, when I detect this person, when I find this person, I'm going to give all to this person. Look at this beautiful card, this 10 of chalices. 10 of chalices. Very intense card. Very, very strong card, especially in love. It means like abundance of everything. So why is this here in this shadow reading? Let me now tell you. Because this is how we are now reading the cards, a little bit different. The shadow side of your future spouse is that they fully, completely idealize this person. So in their mind, this person, their soulmate, is a perfection. And the thing is that there is no such thing as a perfection. So in a way, why it is a shadow side, it's because your future spouse is going to have a very high expectations from you, actually. So they are going to have vision of you having incredible compatibility with them. And it could happen that when that compatibility is not there 100%, how they're expecting it to be, that they pull out from this beautiful giving mood and mode into this protective mode. Because every trigger that actually could show them, or not show them, but, like they will see that there is no 100%, balance, or there is no that compatibility, like I said, and it will be a trigger to give them, oh, maybe I will not be good enough again, and closing the heart. So in other words, whenever everything is going perfect, they are going to be the perfect match, pile number 2. They are going to be romantic, giving, warm. You are going to feel like the most loved person on this planet Earth. But if something shows them that there is not that compatibility, so if you don't agree with them, if you think otherwise, if you don't support something that it is important to them or something like that, then this shadow side will appear that will close them because of the fear. And this beautiful, loving, open person will close themselves a little bit. And they are not going to give endlessly like they are going to be giving when everything is going good. So because of this idealization, which is also not positive when we are doing it too much, when it goes out of the boundaries, this shadow side could appear from moment to moment. With this Knight of Pentacles and the World, the shadow side of your future spouse could be that they believe that they can or should, or it is their destiny, or it is what is the most important to them concerning the career and job, is that they accomplish much, much more than they accomplished. In other words, whatever they have, it will never be enough. So they will have a very big appetite for success, and they are going to be running for money. They are going to be running for that success. That will be a very important part of their life. Now, why it is a shadow side? It is because of that greed. We feel and we sense that with the world card, that they want to they want to win the world. They want to win the world. They want to accomplish something beyond the measure. They have this greediness in themselves to get more and more and more. And this is their shadow side, that even if they accomplish a really beautiful success, it's not going to be enough. They are gonna go on again on another quest and another quest and another quest, until, because their hunger for having, for not so much for having, but for pursuing, and that idea that they can accomplish and they want to accomplish, they need to accomplish, is so big that this greediness I feel here, like I feel really, really with this World card and Knight of Pentacles, that they are going to be all the time on the quest, searching for more and more and more. And pile number 2, I want to say that all of those things that we see here, these are shadow side, these are some of the shadow sides. Maybe we are going to make even another reading where we are going to pull out more cards to explore more your future spouse, because I see now the time is going and I don't want to take all of your day. So for now we are going to stop here. And I wanted to say that all of these things that we now gathered as in informations are something that can be changed with love, with patience, with work, and with awareness. If we bring all of those things out on the surface, we can actually work with them, and all of these things can be changed. It was a very informative and beautiful reading. Thank you so much for choosing it. And I hope that you enjoyed it together with me. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe, like, share, or comment. I want to say big thank you for everyone who are commenting, and I want to say welcome to new members and followers. I'm so happy that you're around, and I want to say to everyone who already following me that I appreciate you and love you guys so much. I wish you a beautiful day, and wherever you are, evening or morning, have fun and enjoy this beautiful day. See you very soon, pile number 2. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Pile number 3, we are here today to make a video about the reading about your future spouse shadow side. So this is something that you have chose on the last poll that I put a few days ago. I think yesterday, maybe not even a few days. You see, I don't have even a feeling of a time. So this is the reading that we are going to do today for you, and I hope that we are going to receive some beautiful informations concerning this. We all have shadow side, and we all have, let's say, things that we are not aware of. We will use a lot of tarot cards because I think that it can give us the most informations. So I'm going to mostly use a tarot in this spread. And I want to use this one. So what I was saying is that we all have shadow sides. We all have those kind of parts of ourselves, but sometimes we are not aware of it. And what is happening is that when we are aware those shadow sides, when we are aware those parts that are within us, we can really start working on them, and we can make our life much, much more easier. I think that it is very important to talk, and it is very important to talk about these things as well, not only positive things, because actually only with true talk and only with work we can make all of these things, we can switch into something that is going to benefit us, actually. So everything that we have as a shadow side can contribute to our lives, as well as a positive sides that are on the surface. Let's see your cards pile number 3. You have Knight of Swords with the Empress, the blank card with the Nine of Pentacles, okay? Then we have a reversed Five of Wands with the Tower. Here we have Honeymoon and Queen of Pentacles, and we also have King of Arrows, Kingfisher, and the Emperor. Okay, so your reading is very interesting, pile number 3, and we can see that there are many things that we need to dive in. So let's start with your reading right now. With Knight of Swords here reversed and with Empress, I have a feeling like your shadow side of your future spouse is going to be that they are not going to be ready early in their life for children and the family. So this is something that I definitely feel with this. And it is a big fear of not being able or not being adequate to take care or for the baby. So even if they will be in a relationship, you know, and love the partner in the earlier age while they are still not fully developed as a person, you know, like matured, they are not gonna want to actually, you know, like enter this kind of obligation. And it is some kind of a fear within them that they are very afraid to take. They feel that they are not going to be adequate. They feel that they don't have necessary tools to offer actually to the partner and the child as well. They feel like going through this process needs a lot of vocalization and a lot of support in this form of talking. And they don't feel suitable for that role. So I have a feeling like their shadow side is actually connected with that fear. And it could be that it will manifest in the way that they will not even want to talk about it. So they are going to refuse any sense or idea even of conversation when it comes to these topics, until the moment they really feel ready and they really feel adequate. So it could be, like I said, avoiding and ignoring, especially the needs of a partner if there are some. Then this could be the shadow side that definitely I feel here in the form of avoidance and not wanting to face even the conversation about the topic. With this blank tarot card and this Nine of Pentacles here, I have a feeling like they have a big uncertainty and unknowledge, which scares them extremely, about their job, about not job, but the career, you know, like what they are going to accomplish, what they are going to be, how far they are going to reach concerning their monetary and career-wise world. Because with Nine of Pentacles, we see some kind of, you know, like it is close to competition. It's like you worked on something and you have been working with something and developing yourself and growing, and now you are very close to actually reach and to not to reach but to acquire basically abundance, the last step in the puzzle, you know, the biggest accomplishment that you can receive. And here we see this beautiful card of Nine of Pentacles, where we see this person waiting patiently for the fruit of the labor to pay off, to you know, get finally the fruit of everything that they were investing in. But here we see this big fear of uncertainty if things are gonna go fair, if things are gonna go right, if they are really going to accomplish that. So basically what I feel here with the shadow side is that they feel that things are not fair always, and that it is very possible that we do and work and invest, and at the end of the story we receive nothing. And this is a blockage that they have. Because of that, they cannot enjoy small accomplishments. I was holding my hand in the pocket, and now I look at this and I see what is going on. I see what is going on with my hand, but it is like that. So with this card, we have a feeling like they cannot fully enjoy small accomplishments. And this is definitely not good for them, because when we enjoy small accomplishments, then when we reach the big one, we really feel that bliss. With this Five of Wands reversed, and with this Tower card here, they are afraid like crazy that if they don't fight, if they leave the things as they are, you know, if they don't put a lot of energy into fighting for something, everything is going to collapse. Everything is going to go away. Because we received this card reversed. So this is how we are reading now, as weaknesses, as you know, as something which is in the shadow side, which is not positive. So we can feel that they need to always be on the battle. You know, they need to be on the battle. They need to always fight for something. They're always fighting for something, okay? They always see some kind of cause or meaning or some kind of deeper, I don't know how to even say, like something is pushing them. It's some kind of force that it is always within them. They need to always be on the battle. They always fight for something. Either they choose those kind of fields or things or people, or it is just their concept in the mind, but they think that if they would just let things happen by itself, everything would disappear, everything would collapse, everything would, you know, they would lose everything. And this energy of constantly being on the battlefield, it's something that's exhausting the person. So this is definitely something in their shadow side that they could work on, and they could switch it, because it would be very beneficial for them to actually sometimes stop and just relax and let things to be how they need to be. They don't have to always, you know, like be the one who is going to repair, fix, push, and so on. So they have that tendency. With this honeymoon and King of Arrows and Queen of Pentacles and Emperor, I have a feeling like with this honeymoon, again, the same vibe. Honeymoon is something where we go to relax. Honeymoon is something that we, we stop thinking about the troubles. We stop thinking about problems, and we simply just go off and we just have the fun of our life or relaxation of our life, and we don't think about anything, just enjoyment. And this is the shadow side. So we are reading this card as they have a little bit of problem with doing that. So they cannot leave the things, which we already saw here a little bit. They cannot fully relax. They cannot fully enjoy. They always, in their mind, they always have something on their mind, and it is usually connected with the work or the project that they are working on. So their shadow side is that they will have difficulties with this total relaxation. And when we say that you are chilled, that you are really chill, like you don't have worries on your mind, you can just switch off the work and the problems and everything that it is burdening you, and you just go into the mode on, I'm not here, don't call me, don't send me text messages, anything, like I don't want the internet, I just want to disappear on some time. It will be very hard for them to get into that kind of zone, because their work is something that is very important to them. This is why we receive this here as well. And because of that, the work, they are going to implement work in their personal life as well. So in other words, there could be tendency for your future spouse to bring work home. They will not leave the work there where it is. They are going to also bring it home with them. With the King of Arrows here, And the Emperor here, the shadow side of your future spouse could be that they are very, very brutal with the truth. So it could be that sometimes they don't have tact, they don't have consideration for people. And it could also be sometimes you know, they could be the person who thinks that it is most important to deliver the truth, no matter how, you know, no matter in what kind of conditions. I have a feeling and the sense with these cards here and the way how we are reading cards here, that they will not choose a good way or good moment or good ambience for always saying what it needs to be said. So there is no question about things being said. It is good that they are saying the truth and they are open and they are direct. That is something that the majority of people respect, including me. But there has to be some kind of tact. There has to be some kind of feeling when is appropriate to say and in which way is appropriate to say to every person is an individual. And we cannot talk with everyone the same. However, your future spouse will sometimes, this is their shadow side, will say some things in the way how they should not and maybe on the place where they should not. And that could cause some people to feel hurt, even maybe sometimes you. So this is something that it is very important to be discussed. This is something that can be pulled out on the surface and can be fixed and spreaded. It actually, all of these shadow sides are just part of the character that needs to be healed. And with a lot of love and respect and patience, we can actually change and everything and transform everything. So this is just a part of our journey, and it is beautiful that we actually learn through all of these things. This was your reading, pile number 3, and it was very beautiful, very full. I hope that you are satisfied with the amount of information that you received. I feel like we could even do one more of this, because I feel that there are more things that we can take out. We will see how you will be and what the mood will be on the channel. I want to say, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe, like, share, or comment. I really love your comments, and I want to say big thank you for everyone who just came, and big thank you for everyone who are following me from the start and in the process as well. You are beautiful, and really, really are making this channel very special. I love reading your comments. I always see all of you there, and your support means so much to me. I want to wish you a beautiful day or evening, wherever you are, and let's see each other with the next reading. Enjoy and bye. Ciao.